Hey, howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath Yard Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. That's right, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from where I just said I was coming to you from. In the middle of the week, it's Wednesday. That's right, it's Wednesday. It's nice and sunny outside, but it's cold. I think we got just one little bit of winter. It's going to go below freezing tonight. Never mind, nobody cares. Go on with the next thing. Okay. Did I say it was record day? Found some records today. Went out to have lunch with my friend Mark. I had some shoes for Mark because he wears the size that I don't wear anymore. So why not, right? He can use these shoes anyway. There you go. Okay, so we went to lunch and I thought, well, on the way home, if I just go this way instead of the gym, I'm still going to do some exercise today, but after my veggie burger and onion rings, I just couldn't bring myself to go right to the gym. So I thought, well, it's been, wow, maybe even a year since I've been to this record store over in Newport, which is actually that way. So it's kind of like around about halfway, sort of on the way home kind of route. And a couple reasons to get, now they got that truck with the extended cab. It's like, I don't want to parallel park it yet. Still working up to it. It's been about a year. Used to have no fear, man. I pull into the tightest spaces just without thinking my whole life, but now with this truck, there's something about it with the extended cab and the mirrors and the backup camera, everything you need to back up, and it makes it harder to do back up. Anyway, so, but there was a space. I got right in, like, oh, it's right by the city building. How come it's not posted like if you leave your car here for more than a second unattended, you know, it'll be $100 fine or something, no parking meters. It's questionable whether I should park right next to the city building, but I did, came back, everything was fine, sun was still out, truck was there, no ticket. So I go to the thrift store, which is right next door, and I walk back to go to the record bin, and it's drywalled off. All the place where they put the records is completely drywalled off. There's doors, you put dressing rooms in or something, and there's a little stack of records somewhere else I kind of noticed on the way out. That was highly disappointing. So then I went to the record store next door. This is the record store I used to tell you about, and I went in and the guy would have like the heavy metal on, really loud, it was annoying. Now any record store I go into that's playing loud music of any type, I really would rather just kind of be in my own thoughts and, you know, so I'm sorting through the records and not have to be, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay if you like loud music, heavy metal, you're in a record store, that's great. But it was the guy that owned the store before the guy. I couldn't believe, like, what? He said, hey, I marked all these records down there. I just didn't even know what to say. I was like, my mouth was gapped. Like, what do you do? It's like, but anyway, as I'm looking through it later on, he would talk to the other guy. I was like, what do you do? He said, well, apparently he was under some sort of rental agreement or land contract or something with this flea market kid that came in and put high prices on records. He said, well, for the first year he did pretty good, but then he started inviting the hookers in for pop parties, and then everything went to hell, and he wasn't paying his rent or land contract or something. So there was some uncomfortableness there, and the old record guy's back. He's still trying to sell his building though, but he's running the store again. Apparently just moved in. So there's a few records from there. I like him much better. The old guy, the older guy. This came from eBay. Couldn't help myself. Tuba's beautiful, Stan Freezy. The Tuba's, just that was, it looked like all polkas. But the only reason I bought it is there's a track on this called Hitler is Dead. How could I pass that up? Hitler is Dead, polka tuba, something like that. Who knows? You're probably going to really want me to play that as a sample, but I probably won't do it. I might, because you never know, but I'll probably lean into something else here. From the record store, Johnny Hamilton, the Big C, don't know anything about this. Like Private Press, it says vocal and instrumentals on the label. Johnny Hamilton presents the Big C. Bill Bailey. I mean, there's Johnny B. Good, Hey Baby. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm thinking like small combo, jazzy kind of, pop, jazz pop, something like that. Woody's Mood, right? Kind of looks like a comedy album, but I think it's not. Oh, there's a Beatles medley on it. Yesterday in Michelle, and It Was a Very Good Year, but that's not Beatles, right? It's sort of a Beatles medley. Anyway, I think it's like lounge organ. Anyway, oh my God, I already may have this. A Budget Tango record. Well, it was $1, so I picked it up. I think I probably already have this one too, but it was $1, so I picked it up. George Shearing with Dakota Stanton. George Shearing with Dakota Stanton. Picked this up, the Young Holt Trio, Whack Whack. I don't have any idea. I almost put it back, but they do a cover of Yesterday, the Beatles' Yesterday. So I picked it up to see what was going on. An early Santos and Johnny record I haven't seen around before. I picked that up. There's a cover of Summertime in Caravan, Blue Moon. All this, that should be nice. Rumbas, Soul, Rumbas, just Rumbas. They thankfully interpreted that word with the S so I wouldn't have to actually try to pronounce it. Oh my God. So he looks at me, he goes, and he remembers me because I've been in there, the guy that's back with the record store. He remembers me, he goes, only you would buy this. So I said, yeah, I'm in Newport. Newport. It's come way up since I first moved here, but there's still little Newport in Newport. And anyway, so then I felt comfortable enough to say, hey, because it's like, oh, well, that I buy this stuff that nobody else wants. I'm thinking, well, maybe I hate to say I'm looking for something, because then, they start thinking like, well, somebody's looking for it. Just like to find it in the store, and then just buy it without them thinking that you really want the thing. So, well, a series of avant-garde records released in France on Philips. And they have a foil cover, like an aluminum type foil cover that's embossed with abstract design on it. And he just kind of looked at me. Yeah. Well, do you ever see any of those? He goes, well, kind of like a lacquered cover. And I said, well, no, kind of like a foil cover with abstract design on it embossed on the cover. Don't normally see them in Newport. Anyway, he had no idea. I picked this up because of the cover. It's a classical music, but it's one of those great Westminster's covers. The spines are kind of rip it up, but the cover's still in pretty good shape. It's a witch. No, I'm not saying that. Then I'm not saying anything. I shouldn't even. Why did you even go into that? I'll probably have to cut that out. And last but not least, it's the Castle Family. Basically, like one of the family Vegas type act, right? Medleys of everything on the record is a medley. The sounds of the '60s, though, that could have some possibilities of medley. Picked it up because it's the cover, definitely the cover. So I have no idea what I'm going to play as a sample. Maybe it will be Hitler's Dead. I know you'll want to hear that one. So that's it. Only 3 days, and they just had the record store story. And then the musical sample. My wife's come down to the basement and she says she's picked out things. She goes, can I put these in the garden? Like, why would you want to put? I know you're just trying to put stuff outside. That's it. So now what the ploy is that, and she says, can I just use this as a garden ornament? And she'll say that about anything. And I know now it's only an effort to move more of my shit outside, because there's too much stuff. There's still too much stuff. I'm working on getting rid of it. I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and I'm not replacing stuff at the rate I was when I was younger and really interested in just getting stuff, like interesting stuff. Like that. Oh, look, it's sparkly. I'm going to take that home with me. I don't care about sparkly stuff anymore. Too old for sparkles. I don't even care about wearing my Hawaiian shirts anymore. That's how bad it's got. Oh, I did that whole thing with this collar turned under. That's a wardrobe issue. People are like, why was your collar turned under the whole time? I could hardly watch the video because I was fixated on that. Anyway. Oh, the Compound W burn, freezing burn, that's healed up pretty darn good. It really, as far as I can tell so far, it's not going to be leaving a scar or anything. I was kind of surprised. It was a pretty good, deep thing anyway. Okay, there you go. And the rash is cleared up. I know everybody was waiting to hear an update on the rash. Just get on to the musical sample and stop yapping. All right. Sounds like a good idea to me. Ugh.